Hey everyone! So we are going to be doing a little makeover in the spare bathroom upstairs. This towel rod has fallen so many times and we tried Gorilla Gluing it on one end, but it still has not stayed up. I'm just showing you there are a couple like patches in the wall. So I'm going to be painting everything pretty much, and I really wanted to be resourceful and use stuff that I already had. So I did not buy anything for this project. I was just using everything that I had, some silicone, some paint, and brushes, like I said, that I already had. So I'm going to go ahead and start on taking these, gosh, what are they called? I can't think of the name, but the whole whatever, the things that you put the screws in. I'll probably put it on the screen, but I can't think of it right now. Anyways, I just took those out and I'm filling the holes with some putty that I already had. And this one here kind of stripped the texture off the wall because, like I said, we did put some Gorilla Glue on it. We tried hanging it up back in the same holes, and since I was already painting anyway, I figured I would just cover up the holes and then we would make new holes and start fresh. I also took down this towel rack and did the same thing here. You will see that momentarily. And the reason why I did that is because A, it wasn't centered in the middle of the wall, which was kind of bothering me. And B, when we hung a towel on the rack, it did cover the light switches. And so that was kind of bothering me too. But I used a piece of aluminum foil and put it on my, my paint rack here. Super easy and convenient little hack there. You don't have to keep buying those paper linings if you don't want to. But I went ahead and started on the wall that was above the toilet. And I'll tell you guys, it was a pain in the butt getting behind this toilet because we couldn't remove it. So when we bought the house, we did replace all of the toilets in the house. And unfortunately, we could not replace this one because the previous owners tiled around the toilet when they retiled this bathroom. And so if we want to take the toilet out, we literally have to break the tile. So yeah, it was kind of a pain in the butt. I didn't get all the way behind it, but I did the best that I could, the best that my roller brush can get, you know? So yeah, that's that. And I'm showing you guys here, this whole thing, it just came out in one cohesive unit. So I was just like, okay. I was unscrewing one of the screws and the whole thing just popped off. But this little yellow squeegee is actually from, you know when you get the peel and stick tile, like the squeegee that you use to lay the peel and stick down, I use that and it worked really well. So I did not end up putting any tape on, you guys, because this was just a smaller area and honestly I was just kind of being lazy, but that's something, like, if you don't feel comfortable, you know, painting the lines, that's something you can definitely do, tape off. I feel pretty comfortable doing so because I really enjoy painting, and I think I'm all right. I'm pretty good at it, you know, so I'm just using my angle brush here, and I did end up washing off this brush several times. You can use paint thinner, you know, let it soak a little bit in paint thinner and then wash it with some soap and water. But I just ended up using just soapy water. That works really well. Run it under some hot water and yeah, just do the daggone thing. So this paint has pretty good coverage. This is actually the same color that we have pretty much all throughout the house. It's just like a really nice, warm, light gray. And I wanted to give the bathroom just, you know, a little pop of color, nothing too serious. But I'm just using my roller brush here and just, you know, going along and getting it done. I did wipe off all of the baseboards that before I painted, you know, because I didn't want dust and crummies to get all in the paint. And so I did end up doing, I want to say altogether like 2 coats, but some areas did saturate a lot better than others. So I did end up doing, I got pretty much all of the painting done on day 1. On the second day, I just went back and did the little spots that I missed. And like I said, went ahead and did a second coat on the walls where it was like not all the way covered. These are textured walls. So as you guys know, textured walls do take a little bit more paint in order to cover everything because of all of the nooks and crannies. So this is the next morning. Like I said, I went ahead and did my second coat and got all that done. I didn't record that because I didn't want to be really redundant with the painting. I know that can be kind of boring after a while. Y'all, your girl was looking crazy. Look at the back of my look at the back of my hair. I did not know it was looking like that. I woke up, I took a shower, and honestly, I didn't put anything in my hair. I usually put like some deep conditioner or something, or you know, some kind of product in my hair to kind of let it lay flat. I do have naturally curly hair, so it does get super, super dry, but when I do a project, I don't know if you guys are like this too, but I just like, I'm on the go, and I just like to get it done, you know? I like to get it finished and done and complete. So I got everything wiped down really, really well because I'm going to go ahead and start on the countertop. And so that's just what I'm doing here, getting everything nice and wiped down and clean. And then I'm going to go ahead and attempt to do my faux marble look. And I really feel like, I mean, I could have gotten all of this done probably in one day if I really had the time, but you know, I was doing everything in between, you guys. I was doing laundry and I got the linens changed and I was cooking dinner, and I obviously, you know, my son comes first, so I was making sure he was good and played with him and got him some lunch and dinner and breakfast and did all that. So naps in between and everything. But I'm using this white Scuff Defense paint that I already had. And this normally covers really, really well. This gallon of paint was like 35 bucks. So in my opinion, like I used to be, you guys, on some things I'm like kind of cheap on, you know, frugal, but other things I feel like it's worth it to pay the money for. And when it comes to paint, I feel like when you buy more expensive paint, it is worth it because the coverage is better. You're not having to do as much work. But for some reason, I had to do 3 coats of this white paint on here. And I initially started, as you can see, just with a paintbrush. And then the next coat that I did, the next couple of coats, I did it with the roller because I didn't want to have like paintbrush marks everywhere. But I did have to get, you know, around the sink and around the mirror and all that. So I was just like, okay, I might as well. I mean, it's the first coat, so I'm just going to go ahead and use a paintbrush. This is what it was looking like after the first coat. As I said, I got all of the gray paint done, which I was really happy with. I think it looks, you know, really nice. Like I said, gives it a little pop of color. Back here behind the door was kind of a pain in the butt because it was very, very skinny, you know. So I'm doing the second coat now, and I'm just really making sure that I try and get everything covered. Like I said, I'm using the roller brush this time, which was a lot easier, but I feel like it just depends on what you prefer, because if you use a brush, you're going to see paint lines, and then if you use the roller brush, like the foaminess of the brush, you're going to kind of see those lines too. So I was just kind of doing a mixture of both, to be honest. And when you see after I do the like the faux marble lines, I did use a sponge and I dabbed all throughout this white paint so that you couldn't see the lines. So that it was kind of textured, but it kind of wasn't. You'll see what I'm talking about. And I was trying to be extra careful around the sink because I wanted to make sure that the paint covered everything, but I also didn't want to get it like on the ceramic. I think that's the material the sink is made of, but yeah, so as you like, if you don't get close enough, it's gonna look like there's like a dirty line, you know what I mean? So I was trying to get close but not too close. Like I didn't want to go over, like paint over where the silicone was. All right, you guys, so now I'm gonna go ahead and get into my Picasso game. So I'm just showing you guys here everything that I'm using. These acrylic paints I got from Walmart, and they were like $1 each. And the sponge I got from Home Depot, and this paintbrush here that you see me using, I also got from Walmart. That all the stuff, like I said, I already had. So to be honest with you guys, I don't know what the heck I'm doing, but you know, I just went for it. I went in and I started with the darkest color, and I just made a line. I would suggest, if you're doing this, make sure that you use the sponge immediately after, because the lines were already drying as I was drawing them on there. So like I said, I started with the darkest color, and then I went in with the second darkest color and kind of was blotching over it. And then I took some of this white and kind of just went over that. So I was just layering and layering and not knowing what the heck I was doing, but you know, we were doing it. And yeah, I was just doing that. And I would describe this as, I'm not a person that wears makeup, but you know, like the beauty blender, it's kind of like the same thing, like just using the foundation or whatever it is. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's foundation, and like blotting your skin with it. That's kind of like the same effect that I was doing here. And yeah, I was just going over it and over it, and I kind of let it sit for a while and went back because I didn't know if I liked it or not, to be honest. But yeah, this actually took quite some time. I didn't record all of it, but I was just recording the areas, you know, like trying to give you guys the idea of how I was doing it. So here it is after round one, and honestly, I didn't really like it. I thought it looked kind of blotchy. So I started on the other side, and just to kind of make it match. And I was trying to match the way that the lines were coming from the other side. And yeah, just kind of freehanding it, you guys. That's really all that I did. And I did the same exact process that I did on the left. I started with the darkest color and then went in with the second darkest. Went over it with a lot of white. At the end, you'll see I went in with a lot of white too, because I was trying to make it blend, you know, and look as natural as possible. And this sponge here is actually from the pack that we're going to be using to tile or regrout the shower, and I just cut off an end of it, and that's all that I needed. You really don't need much of the sponge to do this at all. And I was just, flipping the sponge and using the different sides. So right here, you know how marble, like the veins, they have like darker spots, and then like the outer spots are like kind of lighter, and like that. I was kind of trying to give it that effect, you guys. Like, I'm not a professional. I was just, having fun and making stuff up as I go, but that's the look that I was trying to give there. And as I said, I went in with a lot more white because I was trying to make it look as natural as possible. Now that I'm looking back on this, I maybe should have done a couple more lines, but this was my first time, and I was just making it up as I went. All right, you guys, so this is where disaster struck. I'm using the polyurethane that I had, and this is a high gloss clear, supposed to be clear polyurethane. And as you can see, as I put it on, it did kind of give a yellow tint, but I was like, okay, like I knew it was going to tint it slightly. I tried spreading it out as much as possible. I wanted a nice high gloss finish, so I was just spreading it well. And I'm using a foam brush here that I already had from, I think I got this like from the dollar store. There's a pack that you can get, so this worked out very well, and yeah, you'll see. All right, you guys, so here it is. I can't lie to you guys, I'm pretty disappointed with the countertop. I'm just like, what in the yellow urine color is this? The polyurethane, like I knew it was gonna tint it a little bit, but y'all, it is yellow, like yellow. I'm just like, I don't understand. I think maybe I only put 2 coats, so maybe that was too much. I mean, look at this. I mean, I don't really know what else to say. The positive thing is I can always redo it. So I'm trying to look at the bright side. I think I did. I mean, I like this line the best. I think this kind of came out kind of marbly, I guess. But I don't think I did too bad for my first time, I can always resand this and try again or try something different. So I guess I'm proud of myself for trying, A for effort. But looking at the bright side, I think the color looks nice. It's got a little pop of color. I don't like things too crowded. I try to keep things simple, you guys. I just like a more simple lifestyle. I don't like a lot of stuff. So this is how it is looking like. I got my peach candle there. This smells so good. I got this for Christmas actually from my mom and just haven't burned it because it just smells amazing. My mom made this wreath actually a while ago, and I'm pretty sure it's all Dollar Tree items, but super cute. I just hung it up there. And yeah, I think the light gray looks pretty good. The other positive thing is I got the bathroom really nice and cleaned. I scrubbed the shower, the floor, the toilet, everything. So we got the rack back up, and it's nice and sturdy now. And we did end up moving this towel rack towards the middle. So now it's centered. You can still kind of see like the bare spot right here. I did try like blotching it. I didn't have any texturizer, so I might go and get some of that and fix that up. But yeah, you guys, this is what it's looking like. And I'm probably going to redo this. I don't know when, but I want to keep it, you know, 100% real on my channel. And this is how it turned out. So yeah, thank you guys for being here, and thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I will definitely see you guys on the next one. Bye.